Hi, friends. Troy Ounce here. Let me ask you a question that most silver stackers don't think about until it really matters. When the time comes to sell your silver, which silver is actually the easiest to sell back? Is it 3 nines fine bullion, like rounds and bars? Or is it the 90% junk silver, the constitutional coins that a lot of stackers love? Because here's the truth, buying silver is easy, but selling silver can be a completely different experience. So today, let's talk about something every stacker should understand: bullion versus junk silver. Which one is easier to sell back to a coin shop? And the answer might surprise you. First, let's talk about 3 nines fine bullion, 0.999. This includes things like generic silver rounds of all sizes, government coins like silver eagles and Canadian maples, and silver bars of all sorts. Generally speaking, most coin shops like buying these back for one simple reason: they can resell them immediately. If you walk into a shop with a tube of recognizable rounds or government coins, the dealer usually knows they can put those right back on the shelf or in the display case and sell them to the next customer. No refining, no melting, no extra steps, no fuss, no muss, as they say. Because of that, many shops will buy bullion very close to spot price, and sometimes even at spot, depending on the product, especially if it's something popular like the government minted coins. That makes bullion generally very liquid. But now let's talk about something many stackers love and has become recently polarizing. I laugh because, man, there's bantering going back and forth. It's the 90% constitutional silver, or sometimes called junk silver. These are the old US coins, the dimes, the quarters, the half dollars, and so on. These are the coins that are circulated before 1965. A lot of stackers prefer them because they're fractional, they're recognizable, and they have a very strong history in the United States. And during normal times, junk silver is also very easy to sell. And you notice what I said? I said normal times, because the times we're in right now, they don't really seem normal. But here's where things get interesting. Many coin shops don't actually resell junk silver the same way they resell bullion. Sometimes they do, but a lot of junk silver eventually get sent to the refinery to be melted down and turned into 3 nines fine silver or similar. That means there's an extra step in the process. And if the refineries get backed up, or if the shop already has too much junk silver in inventory, they might now want to buy back your coins. In those cases, a dealer might do one of three things. They might buy it back under spot, they might limit how much they buy, or occasionally they just might say, "Not today, buddy." Now, that doesn't mean junk silver is bad to stack. Far from it. In fact, junk silver has some huge advantages. Again, it's fractional, it's recognizable, it has a long history of being trusted. But when it comes strictly to dealer liquidity, bullion often has the edge because, as I said, the dealer could flip it faster, and speed matters in the coin business. Dealers don't want money sitting on their shelf if they could avoid it. I mean, that's how any business would be. They want inventory that moves. Now, here's another important thing that stackers should understand. Most dealers do not buy silver over spot price. Usually they buy under spot, and that's because they need a margin to cover price swings, shipping, overhead, and the risk of holding inventory. So, depending on the product, You might see buyback prices, for example, something like this. Generic rounds, they might sell back at spot minus $1 or two. Silver bars, they might be spot minus a couple dollars. And junk silver sometimes sell back at a small percentage under melt value. And recently I've heard some big percentages under melt values, kind of making some silver stackers a little ticked off. Of course, every shop is different, and there are a lot of factors that play into all of this. But understanding this ahead of time can help prevent a lot of surprises. So, if we had to answer the main question today, which silver is easier to sell back? In general, in my opinion, from what I've seen, 3/9 fine bullion is usually the easiest for dealers to buy back because it can be resold immediately. And junk silver, it's still very liquid, but sometimes it involves an extra step in the supply chain, and that can affect how quickly a dealer wants to buy it back. And as of recent, again, I'm hearing a lot of stackers that are having trouble selling back their junk silver at reasonable buyback prices. But here's the good news for stackers. If you're stacking recognizable silver, whether that's bullion rounds, government coins, or constitutional silver, there is almost always a market for it. Listen, just be patient and hang tight. Don't get frustrated. The key is simply understanding how the system works before you walk into a coin shop, especially if you're a new stacker. Because stacking silver isn't just about buying, it's about understanding the entire cycle, the entire system. Buying, holding, and eventually selling. And you need patience. There are times you need patience, and I think the time we're in today, you need a little patience. But now, I'd like to hear from you guys. If you've ever sold silver back to a coin shop, what was your experience? Especially nowadays, in this era, what was your experience? Did they prefer the bullion or did they prefer the junk silver? Let us know down in the comments. Your experience might help another stacker learn something new. And thanks for watching, guys and girls. And as always, please like and subscribe. Stack for the long haul. Be patient. This is Troy Ounce, the Silver Stacker. See you on the flip side.